The seventh secret is to live a healthy life. Many people divorce the body from the mind, and if they're thinking of peace of mind, then they don't think about their physical condition. We need to be health conscious, because if the body is in a state of in disequilibrium, of dis-ease, then that's going to pull the mind down. The mind and body influence each other. And actually, in any system of self-improvement, we need to take into consideration all levels of our actual existence: body, mind, emotions, and soul. And if we leave out any one of these, then we're going to cause all of them in one way or another to suffer. If we aren't well physically, the mind will be pulled down. If we aren't well physically, it will be a tremendous drain on our emotional peace. Many people don't understand how important also spiritual peace is, spiritual understanding, because due to spiritual ignorance, people make the mistakes that cause them to suffer physically, mentally, and emotionally. And so what we should learn to do in a program of balanced living, which leads to peaceful living, is exercise properly, get good vigorous exercise every day, eat properly, don't eat too much, don't eat too badly, try to eat balanced, light foods, not too heavy. Breathe deeply. That's something that a lot of people don't know about. They breathe shallowly. I found especially women tend to breathe badly because they want to keep their waists slim, and so they tend to breathe from here. But in fact, the proper and the most effective breathing organ is the diaphragm. And when we breathe deeply, the diaphragm moves down, which of course pushes the waist out, and that's why women don't breathe diaphragmatically if they think that way. But you need to learn that if you want to live healthfully, because your deep breathing brings energy, brings positive thinking, brings many things into the body, psychological and spiritual, as well as just physical. So learn to breathe first of all from the diaphragm. The next part of the lungs that admit a fair amount of air is through the floating ribs, because these move. And so when you expand with the sides of the lungs, then you fill the air, also the lungs also, with air. But if you try to breathe up here, which so many people do, then you're hardly able to move at all. Your breath is very shallow, and this actually has a significant impact on your mental state. People who breathe shallowly are not only likely not to be well physically, but they also tend to be lacking in courage, lacking in dynamism, vigor, lacking in inner peace. You'll find that people who live too much on the mind tend to have flat chests. I'm not talking of the breasts of women, I'm talking of the chest cavity, that they tend to be sort of hollow-chested because their energy is here and they aren't breathing as they ought to. To breathe properly, one thing that will help you is to lie flat on the ground. In that position, you tend to breathe diaphragmatically, automatically. Another breathing exercise that will help you is to stand up and lean forward and exhale, and then inhale slowly, straightening up, bringing the elbows out to the side, and then bringing the hands up high above the head. Now, as you inhale, as you stand up, inhale, and feel that you're inhaling from the soles of your feet all the way up finally to the tips of your fingers. So like this. And hold the breath here for a while, and then exhale in reverse order, slowly and deeply. Relax completely here. Another thing that will help you is as you come up to tense. Tense upwards. Tense upwards until you finally are filled with energy as well as air. And then exhale and relax. Another good breathing exercise is to take a short and a long breath through the nose, exhale short and long through the mouth and nose, like this. A very important thing in breathing properly and keeping proper health is to sit upright. It's very difficult to breathe properly when you're sitting halfway up your spine. You need to learn to keep your body always erect. Breathe deeply. When you walk out of doors, inhale counting 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold out 4, and do that kind of slow breathing as you walk. Become accustomed to breathing deeply. You'll find that people who do breathe deeply are much more courageous and positive in their outlook. And in fact, anytime you feel discouraged, dispirited, weak-willed, whatever it might be, sit upright and do some deep breathing. You'll be amazed how quickly you'll be able to banish the blues that way. So, to reiterate, in order to have peace of mind, keep your body fit also. Your body should be the friend of the mind, and when it is, it's a great friend. But when it becomes the mind's enemy, it also becomes a great enemy, and very hard to overcome.